yet. But anyway, that's the one that you're seeing in the upper part, the higher definition, larger picture. The smaller one is still the laptop camera that I'm deciding to leave running, so I have a little bit more perspective, double camera, more view of all the stuff I'm doing. So you can kind of see most of the table in the large cam. You can see all of the table in the small cam. And right now I'm doing some cleaning up. I showed it in a video I just recorded on the 4K that I may clip in here, but basically this is the part of the knife that I broke off. I'm going to try and solder that today, as well as doing some soldering just to hold that, make sure that doesn't wiggle around or anything. I got some plumber's solder for that, and that is this stuff here. It says it can do stainless. I'm hoping that means it can also do high carbon, but that could be completely different. It should work okay. See, for use with copper, brass, stainless steel, nickel, bronze. It doesn't say regular steel. But anyway, we'll see. I don't know what color it is. It looked like it was gold in the picture, but it's probably just silver, which will be okay. So this thing, I'm going to use it with a torch over here. The nice thing is that I don't need to worry about fluxing it. It's auto-fluxing. So I'm going to heat up the metal, put that on, put the torch underneath it again, and hopefully get that soldered. Like I said, right now I'm cleaning up. The other thing that I'm going to do is put this on my grinder, the angle grinder. Here, I'll put it in the better screen, and I'll close that door. Now you can probably see a little bit better. Good. Cool. So I'm going to put this on the grinder. I found my... I have some steel I picked up a long time ago. It's leaf spring, and I didn't know where it was, but I looked around outside and found it. So anyway, I'll put this on the angle grinder. We'll cut some of that off, and then be able to maybe even do some forging today and not just casting. I have a couple ideas for knives that I've been wanting to make and sell. So if you guys like something that you see me make, want me to make more of it, we can talk about pricing, but the thing that I've been thinking of doing are making some utility knives, kind of in the vein of, instead of taking a cheap box cutter and carrying that around, a nice high quality utility knife that you can carry around. It'll look nice, have a better handle made of wood, high carbon steel blade that you can resharpen, but something with a blade that's about that size, maybe a little larger. And the edges that I was thinking of putting on it were on some of them putting like a bird beak, like a forward hooked edge here on this camera, like a hooked edge forward like that, and I can draw it out. I don't know if I have a pen or something to draw it out on, but then also a I have a pencil actually. The other type is like a scalpel blade, which is the round edge, and then a square, or rather triangular edge, like you see on most box cutters and stuff. So I'll draw it on this. I got this so that I can pour stuff on top of it. I'll draw it on this. So the three edges that I'm talking about doing. This is no lead in this. Yep, not in that pencil. I have two more. Loading, please wait. There. So the three edges, I'll move this a little bit, that I'm talking about doing are, this is the bird's beak. Something like that, maybe a little bit thicker in the back, and forward more, and something more like that. But something along those lines with the sharpened edge on this side, and then another one that is straight on the back and rounded like a scalpel, or I could do the one that comes forward like that, or yeah, something like that. Anyway, but then just the standard, with the sharp edge on that side, sharp edge there, sharp edge there. So 3 or 4 different designs maybe. And if you think of something else you like, but then for the handle, what I'm thinking is we'll just go ahead with the straight box cutter, or the box cutter style blade here. So you have that, and then the handle itself would come back like that, and then probably be a fairly large with a pommel on it, but something that your whole hand would fit, and then be like that. So I'll forge around, see if I can come up with something that I like, that I think you guys would like, and then this would, the wooden part of the handle would probably start there. It gives you a nice edge to sharpen here, good place to rest your finger there, but something you can carry, and with a little, maybe a triangle sheath to cover that, and then the rest of it would just come back like that, have like a loop for your belt on that side, and then a strap to wrap around it there. So something like that. I hope you can see that. Does that? We'll bring that in a little closer. Yeah, something like that. You can kind of see it. But yeah, so it's easy to carry around. And the most important thing for me when I was coming up with these was something that you don't have to worry about taking out of your pocket, except like with very few places. Post office, airport, and I'm not sure what the TSA's guidelines are on box cutters. For a while they had still been against letting people carry box cutters, but I'm talking short blade, something you can carry on either a campus or wherever that you have, so you have a little blade if you need to open something or cut something, but not something that's going to get you in trouble with the law because you're carrying around a long blade. And so this should theoretically get around most states like dirk and dagger laws, which are something that, like in California and Oregon, you have to deal with. Basically, if you have a fixed blade knife with a blade longer than 2 inches, I believe this is the code. You'll have to look it up. Don't trust me. I'm not a lawyer. But it's considered a dirk or a dagger, and so you cannot conceal it. This, I don't want people to have to worry about keeping something in their pocket or wherever, and worry about if they get pulled over or a cop asks them if they have weapons or something. They're going to have to either have it confiscated, or the cop's just going to make it hassle for them. I like cops. I know some great cops, but I know there are some asshole cops that would do that. So yeah, look up your local laws. Talk to me. Let me know if your area has any particular laws, if you have any kind of a custom blade request or something, and we'll talk it out. But the price point I'm thinking for these, especially depending on how well I finish them up, but I'm planning on doing a pretty good finish job on them. I'm thinking $80 to $90 a piece, because I'm using good quality steel, nice wooden, good quality handles with a leather sheath, and going to be finishing them up nicely and putting a good temper and everything on them. And they should last a long time. I mean, I to date have not used up a knife, other than the cheap disposable one. Hardness that's not too hard to sharpen. We may get back to this. I got some MDF. Well, let's see. I might try using the MDF, cutting some of it off and using it to carve something like this, because these are a little bit thick. But anyway, we'll see. Sorry, I keep showing this camera. This is the one that I'm used to. Where do I want to keep this one? I guess this is fine. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll pretend that's a good view. I don't know why. I guess the light is kind of bright. Maybe if I shine the other light and make it even brighter, the camera will say, hey, it's too bright, and turn itself down. But I can't control that right now. Let's see. Well, who knows? Maybe I can. Also, I think this is on the lens. Is that better? It's still fuzzy. I think it's just the baby powder bottle's really bright right there. And it seems to help. I don't know. Hold on. Video capture device. Let's see. 1080. Can we change? I don't know what that does. Auto detect, capture audio only. Is the lens scratched up? It could be. Yeah, there's a scratch on my lens. That sucks. Damn mosquitoes everywhere. I'll see if I can get a better lens for that. But yeah, there's a scratch dead center on the lens. I don't know how that happened. That's sad. I better keep my other camera in a case so I don't get a scratch on it, because this one costs more. Actually, you know what? This 4K camera did not cost more. I lied. This 4K camera I paid $50 for. The other one I paid $80. It was only like a year ago. Alright, so I'm shooting nice 1080p video, and I can't even get 1080 for it because it is scratched. I'm going to move this so that the scratch isn't focused directly on there. That's great. Well, everything's going to glow in the center of that camera, and I don't know if I have anything I can use to buff that out. Oh, good. On a positive note, our sandpaper hardened back up. This is not wet dry sandpaper. I got it wet, and it said, F you, I'm not going to sand things anymore, because the sand started coming off. Okay, this is a saw blade that I lost the bars for? Oh, it cracked. Okay, this one broke. So we'll throw that away. I had a garbage. There we go. Tools. I have my bits. Where did I put my bits? Oh, over here. I'm sure you love watching me clean my workspace, but it does make it easier to do the actual work that I want to do later, so bear with me. That didn't go where I wanted it to. That should go in materials. That should go in materials. These should go in tools. Bits. I said bits. Now, is duct tape a tool or a material? I'll set this to the side so I don't know what I want to put in there. Maybe I'll put something on the scraps or something in it. Sorry if you're wearing headphones, I should have warned you. If you're wearing headphones, I'm warning you, turn your volume down. Okay, so I have multiple different thicknesses of brass rod now. So, if you're thinking about doing knives and materials and stuff, I recommend getting 3 different sizes of brass rods. I think the lowest one is a 1. I think it's a 1/4 inch, and then a 3/8, and then a. Oh wait, 1/8, 3/8, 1/4. I don't know. Anyway, and then this came out of a sink kit or something of a drain thing. But yeah, brass rod, good to have because you can use it for pinning and making tools, like not tools, but like here, this piece right here that I forged down to make this piece right here that I'm going to solder on to the knife. Yeah, I said I put scraps in here. I already have some scraps in I'll put all my scraps in here. Sandpaper. Little anvil. Knife steels. Brillo. Glue. Also glue. No, wait, this is waterproofer. I have a different project in mind for this. And I may get to that eventually, but at this point it's under wraps because I haven't patented it yet. Anything I don't know. Need both sides of joint to be soldered. Remove cap from nozzle. Press plunger to dispense liberal bead of paste onto male portion of joint. Pull back slightly on plunger to stop flow of paste. Replace cap on nozzle. Assemble joint. Twist 1/4 turn. So this is for pipe, if you're soldering pipe. I don't have a male or a female, but I'm going to put this in my materials box in case I forget how to solder. Amnesia or something like that. This is actually cleaning up a hell of a lot faster than last time though, and that is nice. Having different boxes helps. I already know where everything goes. Ah, sorry. They wouldn't fill my allergy medication, which was stupid. I have to go back to the doctor to get them to refill the allergy medication. Like my allergies would have gone away since the last time I was seen. Probably not the best pliers here. Smells like vinegar, I think. I'll try it, but I don't know. This is some of the ginger beer that I brewed a long time ago. Hold on. Here. See, I put it in a Mountain Dew bottle. Yeah, that's vinegar. That's disgusting. Oh. Ginger vinegar beer. These are steel. They're brass colored steel, which was deceiving because I wouldn't have paid for them if I'd known that they were steel, not brass. See if my phone's charged. I'd like to start doing some Facebook live streams. The problem with the Facebook live streams is that Facebook doesn't enable it from your computer, which is stupid. You have to be on a mobile device to live stream. If you have a sec while you're waiting and watching, go over to Twitter or Facebook and search Leslie Innovations LLC. That is my business. I'm trying to build up a subscriber base to help fund and support and share a water conservation project I'm working on. The water conservation project is an irrigation system, and that's about all I can say right now because, again, I haven't patented it yet. But that's a lot further along in the process, and so you'll probably be hearing about that in the next couple of weeks. Because I'm really excited about it. It'll do a lot of good. I've been using my leather hammer to tamp sand. Okay, I think these are all scrap. If I end up needing them, I'll probably go chase them down. That, I think, is not perfect, but pretty darn good enough for now. Garbage. Missed again. I don't know if I've said this on this channel before, but there's a reason why I didn't play any kind of throwing sports in high school or junior high or anywhere else. My hand-eye coordination is all in slow, calculated, measured stuff. I play video games for fun, but I'm not the best and will never be the best. Didn't mean to do that, but I'm glad it wasn't in my hand. Okay. Tried to flick a bottle cap, it didn't get flicked. See if we can move our camera now. Slowly, carefully. I may have to unplug this to kill it. Getting a longer cable, the one that I'm charging my phone from doesn't need to be this long. Will probably also speed the charging of the phone and will give us anyway, that'll speed the charging of the phone up and give us a longer connection to the camera. Loading, please wait. Okay, fine, be that way. The camera may have been trying to install new drivers. I don't know. Move the laptop over, knock my glasses or goggles off a little bit, and plug it back in where it was. says it's not recognized. That's dumb. That's dumb. I may have to end the stream and restart the stream and title this something boring like "Watch me clean my table," but anyway, okay.